Something's amiss, guys. What is going on right now? This is so weird. Because I was kind of hoping to do some work outside today, but I'm kind of not in the mood anymore. I mean, this is pretty bad. Not sure what's going on. So instead, let's go do something inside the workshop. I think we can figure something out. What to do? I'm kinda bored. You know, this table kinda has slightly annoyed me. It's a really cool indestructible concrete table and all, but the top quality of it is not really good. Now I put some... Dude, stop touching the thing. Now I put some rocks in it, and the space between the rocks was filled with mortar. And the final finish of it, I applied some special rock or brick oil ding. On the ding it said that it's gonna make it shine like there's no tomorrow. And it's gonna keep it shine. Well, that was a load of BS. Where is the shine? I don't see any shine. It's just gray. I don't see anything. It's just some pointless gray stuff. Well, at least I tested it out and I can confirm that oil is pointless. Or maybe it has something to do with the tons of crude I've spilled on it over the years. That also could play a key factor. So I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm gonna coat the thing completely with epoxy. I mean, that should make it shine. Correct? Probably gonna add some surface coating on top of the epoxy as well. But first things first, I need to clean this area up a bit. So let's pull out the grinder, get this surface hopefully a bit nice looking. Slightly better looking. Huh. Tofu screws. Hello, my friend. Boy, I have missed you. I have not grinded concrete for a while. Dude, I think this filter is kind of butched. Wow. That's a lot of dust. Where's the air, man? This is kind of weird. Maybe this thing is busted. Feels and smells like Chinesium. Gorgeous rockborn. Man, that looks pretty good. It's a lot better than that. Basically, guys, I think there kind of sucks. It doesn't really suck very well. I mean, it sucks, but it doesn't suck. I don't know, there's an error there somewhere. But I think I have a lot of fine detailing to do. Now, I really want to get it flat as possible, at least. While I'm grinding it, I feel there are a lot of bumps here and there. So I'm gonna try to get it as flat as I humanly can. I know I can't get very close to the board, but I think I'm just gonna install something there later. We'll figure that bit out. But it's probably gonna take quite a bit of time. Gonna draw you guys on a loop, pick this up when it's finished. I don't think I can get it any better. There's these tiny holes everywhere, man. But I don't think it will matter. Epoxy should fill them. At least, I hope so. So I had a couple of low spots. That one there, pretty bad. That looks pretty bad as well. Other than that, yeah, I think I managed pretty well. This thing though, it doesn't really want to suck at all. Just there's like something there. Yeah, I guess it's sucking something, but not very well. Dude. The workshop looks like some type of a disaster zone. Wow. Looks pretty bad. Don't think the oil contamination on the thing has done it any favors. Yeah, the mortar looks in pretty rough shape, but it's not the worst. It's still manageable. I think epoxy will nicely seal it and it should look pretty decent. But before I start pouring, a couple of details that I want to add to the table. Something that I actually should have done when I built it. Like a crucial element missing here. Not half bad. Just gonna put that piece there. I need something here to create some type of a boundary. stupid edge. Dude, this table is quite uneven. That's like a major low spot there. But I don't think I can really get it any flatter. Just by hand grinding it. Probably need some type of a special grinder. Maybe it's not big deal. I'll just try to fill the voids with epoxy. You know, the epoxy, it might just level the thing out. Although I would need more. But maybe it's not a big deal. Yo, I think that's pretty good. Wait. Stupid dust, get lost. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm probably gonna like weld those pieces together and apply some hot glue between the steel and rock. If I still have some issues, I can always secure it to the OSB there. I'm not really sure how well the hot glue will stick to steel and rock. Actually, it's more important for it to act like a sealant to ensure that the epoxy does not go to places where it's not supposed to go. This piece though, I need to secure it pretty well, but I don't really want to use bolts or something like that. I would prefer if it was nicely secure, but you could not see how it's secured. I could just drill a hole and add a concrete anchor, but man, that's boring. Need something more interesting. Damn. Think I got an idea. Just gonna drill a bunch of holes in the thing. Why is everything so dusty? Maybe a bit too big. Maybe it's fine. Dude, I love this thing. Effortless hole drilling. If I had an ex-wife, she would not find out about this. She can have the apartment, she can have the house. She's just gonna take this thing and ride off into the sunset. What? Oh, it actually reaches through. Did not know that. Oh well. It's like the only spot where there's actual rock that I need to go through. I do hope it's not gonna like break the concrete edge. It's gonna suck. Oh, that will do. So I don't have any more of those concrete anchor things. I do have these wooden heavy duty bolts. I think these would also work. They should drive into the concrete pretty well. Silicone would probably be a better option. That would not dry so fast. But I don't have any silicone. I think this is just gonna create a mess. Dude, this is pretty hopeless. Dude, that's already solid. That's already solid there. Probably should have opted with the silicone instead. I don't think it came out half bad. Dude, I don't think this will ever go anywhere. Check it out. You can see that the bolt, it's not touching the angle iron yet. The spark is still working. What does that mean? Does the current travel to the concrete or something? Are the bolts touching the rebar inside the concrete? And thus I have completed the circuit. Interesting. Removing that piece, kind of an issue now, unless you had a hydraulic hammer with the excavator. But hopefully we don't need to ever remove that. At least that's the goal. Can you imagine how cheap this white filler thing is? It was so cheap that I bought the entire box. It was on sale and it was about... Well, I got it for about €1.56. How is that even possible? How will they profit from selling this? Don't worry guys, all the lumber in the workshop, it has been treated with fire redundant materials. No idea if that stuff works, but guess we'll find out soon. Guess we will find out soon. What a moron. Okay, I think it's pretty much ready for the epoxy board now. I just need to wait for the silicone to dry slightly. But overall, I should have a pretty good seal all around. I don't think this should leak. Gotta wait a while though. What to do? You know what? Let's add some type of a sign on the blade. Would that work? I think that would be great. Wow. You know, I figured hydraulic press channel, that dude from Finland who for some reason likes to crush stuff. I figured he probably has the 5 million trademarked or copyrighted or something. This was the obvious choice. Well, I built the workshop or upgraded it that time. So, if you're wondering. Guys, I've been kind of thinking what color paint to use, but you know what? I think I should not paint it. I mean, the letters really point out from just the plain steel. I think I should just occasionally clean the rust off with a wire wheel or something. And this just kind of pops out so well right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna clean it. If the rust starts to become a problem, yeah, let's do that. And even from this distance, you can nicely read out the letters. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Stupid glue, man. Basically, that's all I have left right now. Left over from the cabin. Maybe it's enough. If it's not enough, we can always order some more and do a second pour. Dude. Looks pretty cool. I can feel something growing. Now the air gun, it's actually important. Yeah, you need it to get rid of bubbles. See those tiny little bubbles. The air gun is... well, they actually dissipate on their own, but some of them don't. And then you have weird holes in your epoxies. And you need to do this a lot, actually. So I need to do this several times in order to get rid of all them bubbles. And even then, I'm not sure if I will be successful. Currently, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna order more. This seems pretty decent. It's not at the steel level, but does it need to be? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not really sure right now. Maybe I will order more. Kind of depends how this will look once it cures. So many bubbles, man. It's also a good idea to heat up the epoxy because with the concrete table it's very cold. I think it was like +6 or something. If I recall, the minimal you can pour epoxy is +5. Or maybe it was +15. I don't know. Well, if it was 15, then I'm screwed. New bubbles form so fast. This alone looks already amazing, so if it kind of stays like this, I'm totally happy. I got a lot of taking care of to do. I have to keep an eye on this thing for a while. You know, throw like a bucket of sand on it or something, and then try to fix it somehow. I will see you when this is nicely cured. Then we'll figure out how to proceed. No, I think it's kinda okay, but I think I kinda messed it up a bit. Remember when I said that 5 degrees minimal? Well, apparently it's 17. 17 degrees Celsius. Minimal recommended temperature when pouring this stuff. Can't really remember, but I think I was somewhere between 8 and 10. The thing definitely cured up. So some side effects occurred. I mean, I guess it looks kinda okay. Not perfect, but for this area, for some reason, it's kind of fogged up. I don't know. Everything else looks kind of okay, but this area, it's like starting from here, there, it kind of fogged up. And I read that this happens when you pour the thing at too low temperature. And when you do that, something similar to icing happens. So like when water starts turning into ice. First it kind of just crystallizes. But for epoxy, the process is extremely slow. The crystallization process, I mean. So the thing kind of cured up before it could finish that process. And that's why it's kind of foggy. It's kind of crystallized, but it cured at the same time, and the result is fog. I'm not really sure if I can get this off or if a new layer will fix this. Well, I need to do a new layer anyway, because see all those little tiny holes? Concrete, guys, it's porous material. Epoxy will find a way. It will sink down very slowly. And the result is a bunch of tiny holes everywhere. So I definitely need to do a second pour, no question there. I already ordered the epoxy, but before I do a second pour, I wanna see if I can get rid of some of that fog. Also, I went to this local hardware store and asked about some finish coating that I could apply to the epoxy. The guy was clueless. He could not recommend me anything. He pretty much told me he doesn't even know what epoxy is. Welcome to Estonia. So I ended up buying something random like furniture varnish or top coat or something. I don't know. Hopefully that will do something. I mean, this area looks pretty good. Pretty happy how this looks. And if we spray some with water, man. Now, if you get it wet, it looks amazing. So I think it will be fine, but what about this area? Can't get that fog out, unless maybe I sand the thing. Honestly, guys, I have never sanded the epoxy down. I've always kind of imagined that the epoxy itself is the final layer. If you sand the epoxy, then it's gonna scratch up the surface. You have to go some extreme grit to get the scratches out. But maybe this would be worth it. Would be like the first time ever I would attempt to sand epoxy. So I'm not gonna take any major risks. I'm gonna sand only this area, okay? So I'm gonna bark that thing here anyway. This area will be hidden. Tiny little area that I can experiment on. More. The smallest grit size I have is 400. I couldn't find anything bigger from the local hardware store, at least. I think we can like start with 180 and then move up from there. I don't see any difference. What the hell? Just gonna skip to 320 now. Hell guys, I think it actually looks better. Wow. Now I can see the rock formation in detail, and everything here is foggy. Same here. And I don't see any visible scratches or anything. So let's just kinda... You okay, man? Let's just kinda quickly go over this deck. Well, the fog is definitely improving or going away. But there is another problem that kind of comes from this. I'm not sure if you can see, but all those white dots now. I think they're just air bubbles, which were just sitting under the epoxy surface. And once I started grinding it, those holes opened up, and now they're filling with dust. Can't get rid of them. Unless I guess, grinded the epoxy down enough. But maybe there's more air bubbles down there, so I'm not really sure if that will help. Yeah, and those things will not disappear. Because I'm kinda making it better, but I'm kinda making it worse at the same time. You gotta choose. A little bit of fog or a bunch of white dots everywhere. I don't think I can grind this down. I mean, I would probably stay here for a couple of months at least. Epoxy is really strong. It's not really easy to grind that down. And they're kind of everywhere now. I don't know, man. I don't want white dots all over this place. I grinded this area for a while as well. And the fog didn't improve very much here. Dude, I don't see any difference. Actually, it's worse. I think it's actually worse. I wonder if pressurized air can clear those tiny holes of dust. Nope. So the fog didn't really get much better. I guess the fog is deeper inside there. Plus I'm getting some stupid holes that I don't like. Guess I shouldn't have poured the thing at too low of a temperature. So let's do it again. On the plus side, I have 2 extra degrees of that temperature thing. It's probably not gonna help me at all, but I thought I should point that out. At least the thing will look nice on most of the area which will stay out. I mean, this area will be all hidden. Park something there, I don't know. Dozer blade on that spot. This will be hidden. Yeah, mostly it should look great. Unless the second pour kind of makes it worse. Now, before I make the second pour, I'm gonna grind this plate nice and clear. Man, this piece of steel, it was just so rusty. I ordered 10 liters of the stuff. I don't think it's gonna overlap, but just in case, I think I should add some type of a boundary here. I mean, just in case. Maybe this thing will get covered in epoxy, and then I will kick myself for not grinding that down. Dude, this thing is just horrible. What is that made out of? Freaking pudding? That doesn't grind at all. Horrible. No idea what this will do. Why do I only have one of these? This is the take my money moment. If I had any. Man, this thing is awesome. Too bad it only lasts for like 10 seconds. Polishing this for inox, cement, wood, concrete, and what? Legos? Bro, if this thing can polish Legos, that is like diamond almost, so... No, I don't see any difference. All it's doing is just disappearing. Maybe I need a polishing compound. Expired condensed milk. Dude, no, that actually made it worse. Don't do that. I wonder what this will do. Well, it basically fixed my last fault, so that's great. Yeah, I don't think it will actually reach this area, but just to make sure. Don't need a mess if we already have a mess. This time though I did a bit prepper. So I pre-warmed these things up. They're like water. Not sure if that's gonna help, but well, it's something at least. Should be about 10 liters. Oh, by the way, these things take forever to drain out. Don't you just love that type of liquid? I'm the type of person who wants to get 110% out of everything. So that's my fault. By the way, Supermom was like, where's my soup making potting? I just told her I have no idea. Shh, don't tell her, okay? It is very important that you do not tell her that. Anyway, I'm gonna let this thing sit for a bit. And yeah. Well, the thing is already a disaster, so I can't really make it any worse. Unless I make it into a super disaster. That's not the goal though. Let's just cover the metal, right? I mean, at least it won't rust then. Dude, I think heating that epoxy up really helped out. I don't see any bubble formations right now. It's just crystal clear. Tip of the day. You're welcome. I have like a mild low spot here. Could do like 1 more liter of epoxy, but man, I don't care at this point anymore. Who's even gonna notice that? All I can hope at this point is that covering the steel up is not gonna bite me in the ass later on. That is like unnecessary pain. So many bubbles popping there. I'm not sure if you can see, but there is so many bubbles actually. I'm gonna do a bunch of this now. Much fun. This time it's a bit different. Last time I had bubbles forming almost immediately after I heated them away. But right now, I don't see any bubbles there. Like 0. Either that or I'm just blind. Also the temperature is a lot better. Like in the 20s. Last time I couldn't get over 11, so maybe we have some hopes here. The fog is still present in that location, but it's not that bad. But you can clearly see those stupid white dots now. So I'm gonna regret doing that. Gotta put a picture there. Picture of Joe Biden. Gonna wait for this thing to gear up nicely. And then I think we can just kind of wrap up this video. Unless I think something else to add here. I don't know. Butt weld Joseph against the table. Would that work? Maybe. Freaking gravity, man. Always messes everything up. But anyway. Dude, think it worked. Think looks clear. Looks pretty okay. Man, all I had to do was just hot air gun the thing for like 5 hours straight. First one, then waited like half an hour. Bunch of fog appeared. Did it again. Waited about an hour. New fog appeared after that, but it was a lot less than the first time. So yeah, did that again. And eventually, after 4th time, the fog did not reappear anymore. And got a pretty decent picture now. So I just got to remember that. It's fine, just use the hot air gun as much as you can to get rid of all the air bubbles. Then it will look dope. I really like this area, it's super smooth. It's totally flat with the steel. But starting from somewhere here, I can feel the steel's edge. So ideally I'm missing about a liter, maybe a liter and a half in this area. So this is like a low spot, sadly. But I'm not really sure if I'm gonna fix that. I mean, if you have watched my videos, then everything I make has a fault in it. So we just gotta keep that tradition going. Gotta mess it up somehow. Addition to the surface, I also decided to epoxy this side. At least I will know that it will never rust now. It's completely covered in epoxy. Although the thickness on it is very thin, but I don't feel any steel at all. It's just pure epoxy. And everything else, the concrete, I just went over with boat varnish. I think it left a pretty cool little pattern. Not really a fan of the yellow color, but it's fine. I don't mind. Other than that, guys, I don't really know anything else to add here. I think it's pretty... Yeah, I think it's pretty. So we can leave it at that. I'm kind of curious how this thing will endure. I mean, this is a work table after all. So I wouldn't be surprised if I just went chainsaw in here at some point. My biggest concern is that it's gonna scratch up. But yeah, probably not the most practical setup for a workshop table. But it looks cool, so I'm happy with that. What do you guys think? Do let me know in the comments section. By the way, this upgrade, it cost me about like 150 bucks. I had everything else. Just needed to buy some epoxy. So yeah, about 150 bucks. Totally worth it. You know, I don't think I'm gonna coat this surface with anything. I did buy that. I don't know, something smooth cover. But maybe it's not necessary. I will wait your opinion on it. The dude told me that if I wanted to apply this, I need to sand this entire surface. Because this will not stick to smooth surface. So I don't really want to do that. I think epoxy is strong enough. It's just, I have to wait for it to cure. Sadly, I am impatient and already got my first defect in the thing. It's okay though. From this distance, nobody can see it. So it's fine. But anyway, what do you think, guys? What type of upgrade we should do on the other table? Luckily, I have no idea. No ideas whatsoever. And hopefully you guys have none as well. So don't give me any ideas. Okay? Bye-bye.